Evet, selamlar. Nerede kalmıştık? İsimler... Evet. Ha. Oğlum ben de... Ha! Öl lan artık. Sus da. Aa, paralar seri 20 tanesini yedim lan. Yolculuk. Anderos havası. De. Hadi bir kararırsın Türk su alın ya. We've reached full speed. Gidelim şu an. Zaremeye vuruyorduk lan. Kuşlara vurayım mı? Oo, bak oldu ben. Sen ne oldu?
Through to battle stations! Fire our body! More oars! Fire until we're ready! Hold on tight! Reloading! Attack! Watch them, Commander! They are heading this way! We're at maximum speed! Can't go any faster! Let's go! Poseidon's fall! Faster!
Bordola.
Orders with me! Let's bring them down!
Oğlum çok... Kolay değil mi ya? Anlatma gelene. Hepimizin sonu böyle olacak. Bana mı geliyor lan?
There's much to do and many unknowns on our horizon. There's much to do and many unknowns on our horizon.
Let's see them burn! Attack with your spears! Archers!
Niye yanaştınız ki araba?
We live to sail another day.
Öyle oldu lan askerlerim. Gidip de batalım. Tamam oğlum yeter ya.
Attack! Arrows at the ready! Faster! Full power! Increase speed!
We need to let the swords rest, Commander.
Archers!
So good.
Spears now! Now!
Get back to your marks. Bad weather for sailing, Commander. Our oars can't keep this up, Commander.
Set them aflame!
Tamam tamam. İyi olurdu ama.
Spears at the ready! Go! Archers, take your mark! Wait until they are in range. Watch it! They're coming!
Atmıyor uzaklara. Oy. Oğlum.
Back on safe
Let's
water.
board the bilge rats!
We are pulling up to that salvage.
Nasıl fark ediyor bak geliyor. Lan.
Ready for a fight!
I need archers! Roll spears! Go! Race for impact! Archers! Ready yourself!
A miss!
Head for over water! Arrows! Spears! Archers! Get ready! Everybody brace! Set them alight! Cowards! Go! Join me! Prepare to board the maggots!
Quickly! Fill those cups!
Woo! Feel that wind!
We can pull away again after the rowers catch their breaths! We are saved!
Cowards!
I think we're out of danger here. You had me worried for a second there, Commander. That fire's going to weaken the ship!
Yanıyorum lan.
Prepare to board! Follow me!
Nasıl yanıyorum? Pavara. Bura. Bunda ne var?
Ours in position! Speed up!
Güzel bir anlatalım güzel. Bilmem lan. Aa burada şey varmış.
Slow the ship!
Oğlum gökyüzüne bir bak lan. Oynar bir Ne diyorsun kanka?
You say somebody stole something?
Somebody stole something? Look around. Bandits took almost everything. And worst of all, they stole my family's vase. After so many generations, it's gone.
You're wealthy. You could buy yourself a new vase.
A new vase? Didn't you hear me? It's a family heirloom. You can't replace something like that.
How much is this vase worth to you?
I pay a substantial amount of drachmi for it. A very substantial amount.
Ne diyorsun sen?
Is finding my vase something you could do?
I'll find your vase, but I'll need some ideas of where to look for it.
Speak with my slave near the warehouses. I sent him to uncover what he could from other slaves in the area. Hopefully he's learned something by now.
I'll return if I find the vase.
Senin burada bir şeyler ama konuşamadım. Senin burada bir Senin burada bir şeyler var mı? Konuş artık.
Your master tells me you might have learned something about the missing vase.
I have, but I'll need something from you before I can talk about it.
Bana ultimatum verilmesinden hoşlanmam. Efendim zaten bana ödeme yapıyor.
I don't like conditional deals like this. I have a job to do.
I understand, but what I need from you isn't a labor or an action. It's a commitment.
So, what do you need?
I'm hoping that after you retrieve the vase, you'll tell my master that I told the bandits to loot the house.
Why would you want to do that?
After the summer solstice, my master plans to give me my freedom. But I don't want it. I'm hoping that if I take partial blame for the crime, I can offer my continued servitude as atonement.
That's ridiculous. But I'll think about it. Now,
Mala.
tell me about the bandits.
Other slaves in the area assure me that the bandits from the northern hills of Mount Ohi are the ones ransacking the nearby homes.
The northern hills of Mount Ohi. Is there a more precise place?
The slaves mentioned there's a copper mine in the area. That's where I'd put...
Tamam.
I'm curious
Yeah,
why you're not excited to have your freedom.
With my master, I have purpose, responsibilities, food, and shelter. All these things
With your freedom, you can acquire all that, you know.
We all have different circumstances and abilities, Mistios. This life offers me the...
Harbi hastaymış böyle.
I will go find these bandits.
Remember what we talked about when...
Seni yakacağım. O nasıl geliş oğlum? Tüfek mi lan elindeki? What are you doing, man? Çok bakma yana geliyor. Öl lan artık.
I'll rip your heart out!
Azomu bana geri verin. O vazo.
Can anyone hear me?
Kurtarayım balım.
Believe I'm free.
Save me! Somebody!
Hadi uza.
Istituto.
Salak kadın ne istiyorsun?
Have you found my vase?
Yes.
That's great news. Who took it?
It was taken by bandits, hiding in the copper mine north of here.
Well, you returned it, so at least there's some justice. Here's the reward I promised.
You know, your slave is very loyal. You've already granted him his freedom, but I think you should keep him on. He may even want that.
Is it true? You want to stay?
Yes, I do.
Then why didn't you say something?
It's not a slave's place to question his orders.
Tam
Isn't
köle
that
ya.
right, Misthios?
Yani.
Even though you're a slave, your life is still your own. You should have just asked your master to stay.
Please accept my humblest apologies, Master. I will never do it again.
All is forgiven. It worked out the way it was supposed to.
Hadi yine iyisin. Burayı size göstermesem olmaz. Buralar ne mekanı biliyor musunuz mu? Benim su içme mekanım. Hemen su için. Hemen. Vücudunuz susuz kalmasın. İnaç atma işe. Böyle bir poz vereydin de Assassin's Creed. Bak o tarafa. 17'liği yemem lazım bence. Çarp.
Should we be sailing this close to them?
Get the oars ready! Release them! Here they come! More oars!
They're gearing up to ram us!
Biraz.
Let's see what they make of fire! And reduce speed!
We did it!
Increase speed!
Watch out! They are trying to hit us!
Onward! Set fire to the weapons! Archers!
Steady your aim!
Now the spear!
You guys here!
Ha bizim yemeğe gitti adamlar. Oy. Bu sağlam bir şey. Oy.
headed straight for us!
Archer! Get ready!
Try another volley! Get
Throw
those
it!
positions
Go!
filled!
More speed!
I'll keep them! Under! Yours! Center!
Forward! Shoot! We board!
I've got you!
Hadi yoluna ya.
Speed up!
Allah Allah.
Burn them! Ready yourself for impact! Arrows at the red! Like the volley! Ready arrow! Still volley! Use the fire! Ready to shoot!
Attacker! Of this! We're getting in position!
Ready! Spear! Wording party on me! Let's send them to Poseidon!
Şuraya kanka.
Tiger and Zeus are angry and must be feuding over who should sink the ship. We should have sacrificed a goat before leaving.
Hiç anlamam. Bir tane özel bir tespit yapayım.
Approaching the island of Angus, Cassandra. Yes, here we can see the tomb of the greatest Myrmidon, Achilles.
I was more excited by the fact that Andros exports some of the most expensive armor in the world.
Is this the place with the rumored ancient civilization ruins you were talking about?
It is. Look for a large gate.
Önü nereye lan buranın?
Now in speed! Let's move! Let's move it! Oars in! Full sail!
Tamam, önü yok mu?
Lower the oars! Go! Sails! Now! Ready oars!
Need to let the oars catch the
Faster!
Fark et.
Let's dock!
O ne oğlum, bir sürü ayı var. Aman nereye geldik? Domuzmuş onlar. Böyle götürün biz gidelim.
Here it is.
Bunlardan lideri çıkardı aslında. Şu Gürcü de denemiş olurum. Gelin lan buraya. Gel buraya. Ya bir tane neyse bir ver ya. Ne var burada? Keçi. Gel buraya. Gel. Yara keçisi misin sen?
Is that a door? I've never seen anything like it
Bu ne
before.
oğlum?
How do I get inside? I wonder if...
Who's there? Come out!
Anamız.
Hesitation only hastens.
The grave, I know, Mater.
Your form is improving. Your resolve is strong, but you're not taking action.
I was going to.
I know, but it's the moments in between that decide everything. Your turn.
Leonida's spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready.
Adam söylemiş ya küçükken zaten.
I felt something.
Oh?
The spear. It has magic.
Carries with it a long line of power. A bloodline of incredible heroes. The same blood within you and me and our family.
All of us?
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed. We are able to feel certain things happening around us. That is our family's gift. But not everyone understands that. Some recognize the power we bear and want it only for themselves. They will try to take it from us.
I won't let them.
I know. You're a warrior. If we keep moving forward, always moving forward, we're untouchable. Storm is coming in.
Then maybe we should move forward now.
Tam bildirim çıkacak. Biz geleceğe geri gideriz değil mi? Olsaydı iyi olurdu. Denedim.
Mother,
Flash yedim ya gözüm.
I haven't forgotten you.
Oy. Açtık kapıyı lan. Kapıyı açtık lan. Geri kapanmasını umursama işi peki.
By the gods, who built all this?
Evet sanırım antik demir hala biz nereye geldik? Böyle poz ver. Devam.
How does a place like this exist?
Burayı kim inşa etmiş ve buraya benden önce gelen oldu mu? Olamaz, mızrak bende. Geldiyse peder gelmiştir.
How could I even explain this to someone like Marcos?
Marcos mu? Marcos ne bilir lan? Düz yol varken niye buradan gidiyorsun değil mi? Ne bilir lan ama. Merak ediyorum. Oralarda chest mest bir şeyler var mı? Adım attığım yerden su mu çıkıyor lan?
Something's glowing over there.
Nerede efendim? Aa, yukarıda delikmiş. Bura mı? Aha, tam mızraklık.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
Emirhane mi? Mızrak şey mi olacak yoksa? Eski haline mi dönecek? Burası şey herhalde ya. Sağlam bir demirci böyle. Torun çekicinin övüldüğü. Öyle bir şey mi diyeyim? Aha.
Themos. The Forge.
I knew I let you stay in the Animus too long. Your vitals are crashing.
You don't understand. This confirms it. Cassandra didn't just have Isu technology. She had the means to improve it. Imagine how powerful the staff could be.
I admit, that could be an incredible find. But right now, I'm the doctor, and I take care of you. Now get some rest before you go back to Cassandra.
Hadi dinleneyim biraz.
If you insist, but only because I've got work to do on the outside.
Please, just clear your head. The last thing we need is a cell leader suffering from the bleeding effect and spearing us because we're Hittites or Thracians.
I won't. The Thracians throw great parties.
Don't forget, we're a team. We'll back you up until you're finished your investigation.
I know. Kyoshi secured the loft yesterday and he's keeping an eye out. Elena's on call doing historical research.
And I'm here to talk if you're feeling any confusion from the Animus.
Always the therapist. So, Doctor, how do you feel now that we're closer than ever to the staff?
I believe this staff is important. But the Templars and Assassins have found staves of Eden before. Nikolai Tesla blew one up in Russia, if I remember correctly.
This is different. If what I saw in Egypt is true, this staff doesn't control minds. It controls physics, time. Imagine rewriting the rules of the universe.
The spear you found is right here, and it's not doing anything.
The spear's attached to a bloodline. Leonidas, Cassandra, and Alexios. They were intimately connected to it.
Are you sure you can use the Staff of Hermes, then?
No. But if the Templars get it, they won't stop until they find someone who can. So, what do you think of my new Animus?
You mean our new Animus? That's Abstergo equipment.
Which I've modified to within a millimeter of its digital life. It's an Animus console prototype, Brahmin variant with the I/O capacities pushed to their max. Ultra portable with more calculating power than NASA and CERN combined. I'll go stretch my legs. Too bad we don't have access to the Abstergo gym anymore, huh?
Membership costs too much.
Loot mu?
So does what I'm seeing as Cassandra match your research? I had to tweak the Animus to use what we have of the book as reference.
That book is a lost work by Herodotus. He basically invented the concept of recording history. And other figures are matching up too. Cleon, Perikles. The chance to see the past firsthand is why I joined the Assassins.
Most people would talk about justice or leaping across rooftops, but history's cool too.
I've loved history since my grandpa told me stories about his grandpa back in Ireland. He was an adventurer and sailor. So I'm continuing the family tradition. I feel so lucky.
You make your own luck, remember?
Why do people keep telling me that?
So I've met Herodotus, but I don't know much about him.
He's brilliant. His histories are considered the foremost textbook of classical Greece. People have made their careers analyzing his words for some new perspective. To see him in his own world, walking in the polis, and... Sorry, but he's kind of a hero of mine.
You can fangirl all you want.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'll leave you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
My spear is stronger now. The cult won't stand a chance.
Ana.
Time to talk!
Sen nereden geldin lan buraya?
You're not hard to track.
Did you come alone? Are you all right? Alexios, you're alive.
Don't touch me.
Come on, little brother. You have to tell me everything. What's happened to you?
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't know you.
Well, I know you. It doesn't matter. There's more important things to argue about.
You're right. Like that stunt you pulled with the artifact. It got my attention, if that's what you wanted.
What? The artifact showed the truth. We're family. And we made it out of Sparta alive.
Yes, it did show the truth. It confirmed what I always knew. You threw me off a fucking mountain!
Ne?
If that's what you think, Alexios, you must have hit your head on the way down.
I've heard this story, and not from a liar like you. And never call me Alexios.
Right. Demos. Now him, I don't know.
He's a demigod, worshipped and feared by the cult and all the Greek world.
Sounds like a fantasy to me. Did the cult cook that story up too?
I'd watch your fucking mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
You didn't when you had the chance before, and I bet you won't now. This is stupid. We need to find our mother.
I'm not interested in reunion. I just want to know what you think you're doing.
Same thing as your cult. Looking for Myrrine, our mother.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently. She's their next target.
If they ever pursued her, it would be to kill her. But if you don't know where she is, that means she abandoned you too. How sad.
Then get them off her trail. Send them after me instead.
You really do like attention. They'll be after you soon enough, not to worry. And they'll dominate you.
They'll have their work cut out for them.
I doubt it. The family will be exterminated.
If they're after all of us, there's one less person to find. I killed Nikolaos.
Yet here you are, acting so righteous. When really, you're just like me.
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrrine. Do the right thing. Come with me.
What?
We could find her. Together. You could help me.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer? Running around like lost children looking for dear mother. You're so weak.
It's responsibility, not weakness. I won't abandon the whole family just for spite.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse. The cult has a plan, and it won't be interrupted by the likes of you.
The cult let Myrrine live. They let Nikolaos live. Why kill them now?
Because you live. You brought this on her and yourself. The cult is powerful, but they're mortals. I have the blood of gods, so they think you do too.
but they'll see how wrong they are.
Taking your own mother isn't enough for them?
We're not abductors. We're political. Those who don't stand with us stand against us, and they pay for that mistake.
Like me.
Like you. I heard you're planning a trip to Athens. When you go, tell Perikles and his elitist scum they're next.
I'm going after the cult, you know.
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I can do. And you still think you stand a chance?
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it? You claim we have the same blood. So let's see what you can do.
Ya çok terse konuşuyor da yanıma gel bak.
We still found each other, brother.
I told you not to touch me.
Demos!
Terse yapıyor, biliyorum terse yapacağım da.
Herodotus won't believe this. I have to tell him what happened.
Herodot öldü herhalde kanka ya. Sen o kadar çok söyledin ki. Beklerim ha.
Well, was the legend true? Was it magnificent? What happened to you? And your spear?
Slow down, Herodotus. My spear's stronger now. I can feel it. You were right, there was some kind of artifact there. It showed me a vision. Of me and my mother.
So, the ancient civilization is real. Cassandra, you have no idea the power you possess. All harnessed in Leonidas' spear.
That's not everything. Demos followed me here. The cult's already moving, he told me himself. They're going after us. My family, Perikles.
Why would he tell you? Unless it was a trap.
It doesn't matter. We have to get to Athens to warn Perikles. And we need to find my mother before they do.
Then, we go to the Pnyx. If Perikles is anywhere, he's there.
Ready for departure! The commander is taking the...
Hiç kimselerin görmez ya. Ne var lan burada? O ne oğlum?
Let's go.
Lan kaç lan. Ne lan? Yeri zokalıyor. Hazır. Vay be. Koyum de koyum.
Go on! Yeah! Off we go now.
Lan?
Come on.
Pardon. Sizin miydi hayvanlar? Sen ne diyorsun?
Does it please you? I might have a job for you. If you're as good a fighter as I've heard.
You've heard of me?
Don't let it go to your head. I hear about everything that happens in this city, Mystios.
Daha yeni geldim oğlum buraya kadar nasıl geldim?
How could I possibly turn you down?
I'm not trying to flatter you. I'm trying to hire you. I need some Spartan military targets removed.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me, General.
Demosthenes.
I'm not a murderer, if that's what you expected.
I expected you were someone who wants to get paid. Was I wrong?
No, not completely. Fine. What do you want?
My spies tell me the Spartans are mobilizing. What I want you to do is hamstring them. Get into their forts and remove the commanders in charge.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm thrilled you approve. You'll need to bring me the seals of the commanders you kill as proof. You'll be amply rewarded.
Those don't seem like standard Athenian tactics.
They're not. But it will work, and that's what matters. We've already lost too many Athenians to those savages using traditional warfare. The other generals disagree, but I refuse to let them destroy our chances.
What do they want to do?
They want honorable face-to-face warfare, pitting our forces directly against the Spartans. We're not going to win a contest of strength against those brutes. We need to outthink them. So, will you kill the commanders?
All right, I'll take the job.
Good. I might not have approval to deploy our men to do this, but I'm not about to let that stop me.
What's so special about these seals?
Only elite Spartan commanders carry these seals, those in charge of entire forts.
Where can I find them?
Nerede
Where can I
bulalım?
find them?
The Spartans have been making inroads into Athenian territory, taking over forts that want...
Kenarda köşede
What's your
olsun lan ne?
strategy?
Whatever it takes to protect Athenian lives,
That's not what I meant. What's your...
my career is none of your business. Know that I don't seek much. Only proper recognition.
Ya sen
You've told me
de
enough. I'll get your seals for you, General.
öldür getir al paranı diyor da. Nasıl gittiniz oğlum buraya ya? Senato.
A papyrus. Says it was written by Themistocles, the Athenian general.
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens!
Glory for you! Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop? Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Perikles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided, and the Spartans are winning! Act, Perikles, or I will!
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Perikles.
Stay
Stop.
back!
She is no threat to Perikles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotus. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Perikles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Cassandra.
Welcome, Cassandra. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
Ya
Nothing to say? Others would do well to realize silence is as much of an answer as anything else. A crowd will seize the very first easy answer that comes its way, like a hungry dog on a bone.
Pericles, we've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Cassandra you'd invite her to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If she's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see her as a servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Cassandra, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play the role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
Canı. Hepimiz bir şey istiyoruz ne ya? Birini
I'm
arayın.
looking for a woman who's very important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, Although I can't promise the information you seek will be found.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediojos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There's an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
Metiochos. You said he was your colleague?
A politician and ally. He's one of my most loyal friends.
Okay.
Phidias? The famous sculptor? What did he do, exactly?
He stands accused of multiple offenses and is awaiting trial. You'll find him under close guard at his workshop.
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens, we vote between two people to decide who should leave.
It's between the sophist, Anaxagoras, and another man, on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will give you the details.
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
Bayağı tedbirli davranırım bu arada.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
Benden niye korkuyorsun oğlum ya? Bu da sıkıntılı ya.
Here, friend. I saw you talking to my associate, Perikles.
From what I saw, you weren't doing much associating.
That's just politics. Perikles is a good man, a fine man, just not the right man.
That's not what I heard.
From whose lips? His?
I've heard you both speak. You treat people's lives like it's some sort of game.
Politics is a game, and one with high stakes. I play for the people, while Perikles plays for power.
Politics should be about the people. Isn't that the heart of Athenian democracy?
I'm not saying Perikles doesn't care for the people, just that he doesn't lead them with a firm enough hand.
Did you actually need something, or did you just want to educate me on the finer points of democracy?
Perikles is holding parties for the rich and powerful while we're under siege. What I want is for my people to reclaim control. You could help me.
My services don't come cheap.
I understand the wills of commerce and the needs of the people.
And how do you want me to help?
Help Athens, not me. The Spartans howl outside our city walls. Create chaos among their ranks. Make them suffer as we do. Think about it. Will you take my commission and show the Spartans we are not defeated yet?
Valla politikacılara pek güvenmem de. Sen hiç gözüm tutmadı ya.
I have enough to do in Athens. But I'll consider your offer.
Don't think too long on it.
Ne istiyorsun lan?
Hurry! Kill the snake before it's too late!
Nasıl zorlayayım? İyileri öyle mi? Sana kim
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
My life-saving services aren't free.
Of
course.
Perikles sent me. He was worried about you. You often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said
Did you recognize the people?
Perikles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope.
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at...
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flood...
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart with it.
Spartalılardan niye bu kadar korkuyor bunlarla?
Stop. I can't let you go any further.
İzin isteyen kim oğlum ya?
Stand aside. This is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial, if the people spare his life.
It's been so long since Phidias and I have seen each other. You understand, don't you?
Oh, come to pay him a last visit before the trial. He's as good as dead, you know. Better make this one count.
Zaten öyle hakkını ver bari.
Just don't tell anyone I was here.
Sure.
Selamlar. Neredesin? Neredesin lan göt? Gel lan buraya. Bu ne oğlum? Peki laf yapıyor burada. Korktun
Sorry
mu?
about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Allah Allah.
Relax. Perikles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
He sent me to get you out of Athens.
So he knows about the plot.
You mean the trial? From what I've seen, you don't stand a chance.
Pah, the people love me. I am the Phidias. But there are others. Look.
Malaka. It isn't the trial Perikles is saving you from. These are instructions to murder you. Who wrote this?
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial, the people are against you, and now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together!
Yes, of course.
You and Perikles seem close.
For Perikles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our difference...
Cleon said you're wasting the people's drachmi. If he had his way, he'd...
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Perikles. First impiety, now theft.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Serifos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against...
Any clues he has of the cultists' identities, I want them.
Yes, anything. A guard.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Serifos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't really think I'd let you come and go as you please, did you? Now, where are you?
Bunlar...
I'll cut your heart out!
Niye? Öldürmeyecektim de.
For glory!
Athens I doubt Perikles is proud to talk about.
Arkadaymış. Bak. Anam.
Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident.
Adam ölüyü buraya koymuş, adam hala burada bir şeyler kesme peşinde ya. Sanki yanında böyle...
It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Ah, Perikles. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city. Because of Perikles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
Yes.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be out.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Perikles is going to stop him.
Cleon.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now. Your cause will be forgotten, and so will you.
All right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
Ben sevmedim bunları ya.
You've crossed a line. Now you must pay the price.
We will never surrender to the likes of you. We will make Athens great again.
Ana. Allah kahretsin. Fiction.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller. Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now.
All right.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
You'll feel the sting of my venom. I'll end you, Alexios. Now you die! You can't stop me!
His death should keep things Perikles safe. Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Misthios. I'll be sure to mention this to Perikles.
You must be the one Perikles sent.
I am. He said there was an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
Ya ne kötü bir şey.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Perikles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here. Spartans.
Oğlum. Havada kaldı la.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Hayda, başkaları da yapmış aynı işlemi.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Perikles were much closer. It's strange, Perikles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Perikles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more...
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition.
Sokrates mi?
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Cassandra.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Miyim olan dirhem.
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I think you have the wrong person.
You are claiming that you're the wrong person? Life's one true happiness is knowing yourself.
Even if I did know who rigged the ostracism vote, I wouldn't tell you.
And yet, I never said anyone rigged anything.
Socrates! There you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know.
Benim niye ödül avcım avcı attı? Niye aranıyorum oğlum ben?
Can I help you?
Ya gelin ya. Gel. İn aşağı. Şöyle yine bakalım. Akşam geldi dedi ya.
Good. You made it. I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time. I just sent word telling him where to meet us.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Serifos while we still can.
Benim gemiyle mi gidiyorsun?
Ready to depart?
Do you see that volcano?
It's pretty hard to miss.
Some say there is an entrance to the underworld at the bottom. That's the spirit! A brave Arcadian I once knew.
And what happened to him?
The heat of the flames turned him to ashes before he made it halfway down.
I guess Silas stays there. What is left unexplored?
This is a nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be free.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're human.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long.
Geldik.
Start rowing! Ready for docking!
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Perikles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
That's everything Perikles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Bakalım Halis mi?
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You promised
Phoebe,
we'd
hello,
see each other again, and now we have.
I also said, stay out of trouble.
Which I have.
İyi ölmemiş lan.
Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
Kaçak.
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Perikles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
Benden niye korkuyorlar ya? Hadi
I'll get
değiştirelim.
changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Ulan çalınırsa var ya.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way.
Sanki
Trust
diğer
me.
türlü daha çok
Is that
ciddi
everything?
ya.
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Üstümü değiştireceğim. Mızrağımı çalacaklar.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all.
Taş gibi karıyız
Come,
la.
let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides!
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Perikles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Rütla ayakta duramıyor. Göt verene bak. Aha.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a mystios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Perikles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Yani beni yalnız bırakmanı istemiyorum da.
Agreed. Perikles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
He işte bakacağız.
Me too.
Halledip peşindeyim abi.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Bu kimler hava gitti lan?
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find the Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Perikles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes,
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Kolyeye bak la. Allah Allah bize kafa tutuyor.
A new face in Perikles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though.
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Perikles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Perikles' ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning, perhaps one drink.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
1001.
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
Asıl soru gitti
Why
la.
don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Perikles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Perikles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
You ready for another?
Ya aynı şeyle dolduruyorum.
This wine is terrible.
I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Hani oğlum ayakkabı giymemiş? Ha giymiş mi?
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Perikles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Ay götüm akşa attı. Benim üst baş duruyordur umarım ya.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Perikles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to the symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
Sikmeye arıyor da ya.
You have enough servants. Get them to do it.
Shame. If you change your mind, I promise to pour the oil on you and lick it off. I was just about to come find you. Clearly you were thinking the same thing I was.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Yeah.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Prostitutes? This is serious.
They don't like being called that, and for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as...
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to the Etera asking for advice, and value their words more than those of their closest friends and advisors.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anfusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Adam ağzının köpeğin tekiler. Ne yaptın Sokrates?
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
You remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
Ne dedi la? Daldım unuttum ama.
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Perikles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
Sokrates'le...
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
Sokrates'le bir sohbete girip de bir münakaşadan kazanarak çıkma ihtimali çok düşük zaten. Gerçek hayatta da aynı böyleymiştir. Kim bu Arvat?
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie.
Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Perikles to come down here and greet his guests.
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of...
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I'll change the subject again. I'm looking for someone. A Spartan woman.
Spartan? Hopefully she's dead in the gutters. It's better than those mongrels deserve.
I wonder if you found the woman, even if you saw her with your own eyes, would you believe her existence to be true?
This is getting nowhere. Forget it.
If you don't want to discuss that, then what?
This has been useless. Here.
Hata yaptık. Devam edecek. Seninle
I'll
konuşacağız.
help you however I can during
Tamam. Daha orada var mı? Konuşmak isteyen.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-blooder. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again.
You're back.
If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Perikles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies
This has...
Neredesin lan? Perikles.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people...
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Antiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Perikles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Perikles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Bir daha siktirsene üstünü değiştirme. Eğer mızrağım çaldıysa.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever...
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
O hata benim hatam.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!